Hi guys, this is Gary Chan. Wanted to talk about living in the Midwest versus living in California and what you have to do to prepare yourself and your property from water damage. So, one thing to keep in mind is if you have a basement here in Chicago and you go on vacation for a couple days, one thing is your house could get robbed, and another thing is your pipe in the basement could burst. The pipe will freeze. The water turns into ice. It icicles, so it crystallizes, and then it expands, and then it could pop the pipe, and then water will be squirting into your basement for days, even weeks, until you come back home. Once the basement is flooded with water, you're gonna have carpet damage, drywall damage, mold growing in both the water and in the carpet and the walls, and that could be potentially tens of thousands of dollars in damage. And an easy solution for this is to get a security system from Cove, Cove, Cove Security, and if you just Google it, you can find it. It's about $100, and the water leak detection part of it is an extra $20 for $15 a month, $15 a month. The you can hook it up with a security company, and it has like a AT&T 4G, like your cell phone. It has a signal it will send to the security company if your house gets broken into or if there's any water that's building up in the basement, and then the security company will call you, and if you don't respond, if there's like a break-in, they'll call the police department. In terms of the water leak thing, I'm sure you could ask them exactly how they would work that type part thing out, but you definitely want to know if there's like a water leak, right? Or if you're renting your unit to someone and you're concerned there's not enough heat going into the basement, or something happens while they're there, and hopefully they hope I don't know because I haven't attached the leak detector part of it as part of my security system, but it's possible that it could just automatically be on at all times. The alarm part of it, obviously you would arm the alarm when you leave the property, or they would have to arm the alarm when they leave the property, so that way if there's a break-in, but if they don't use it, then obviously that won't be very useful for you. But hopefully the water leak detection part will be on at all times, especially during winter. And heating in the basement varies depending on for example, usually if you have a heater or furnace in the basement, it will central air will push heat into the duct system and then into your first floor, second floor, third floor, but it doesn't heat the basement per se. However, the furnace itself usually emits a lot of heat into the basement itself. If you ever take the cover off of a furnace, you'll notice that there's like four burners, like there's actually fire, natural gas, which gets burnt into the basement. There's a fire, and then it uses a fan to blow that heat into the duct system, and the duct system then leads into different rooms in your house. And that's how the furnace system works. Well, because you have the actual fire in the basement level, it does, by residual effect, heats the basement, and hopefully to enough of a degree that your pipes don't burst. The other option you can have is, if you're rehabbing the property, replace all of the basement plumbing lines into PEX plumbing, because it's plastic. It won't freeze over and expand and burst. It will take the expandile and contractile effect. The plastic will have enough flexibility to handle the hot and cold, and because there's smaller pipes, there's not as much expansion contraction in those pipes. Or what I did was I replaced the pipes that were broken, because a lot of times my houses have broken pipes, and those pipes being the most common to have freeze over effect, have essentially solved my problem. And usually they're closer to the exterior walls of the house, where it gets colder, and so I'm hoping that's pretty much going to solve my problem. But there are investors that basically they replace all their pipes, and then they don't have to even worry about it. So I think those are your options. and keep that in mind. Um, I guess that's it for now. Until next time, see you guys later and see you in another video.